11 senators that might help Rigathi Gachagua from impeachment. And remember, Gachagua only needs 17 votes of the total number of elected senators, whom their number is 47. He only needs 17 senators to vote against the impeachment. Now, with me, I have a list of 11 senators, and you can be keen on the senators that have been photographed by Rigathi Gachagua in the recent past. So, therefore, we only need, or I can say Gachagua only needs 6 who can join the 11 senators to stop his impeachment. What in instance this will do is watering down what already the members of parliament have already done. Before we do that, because we expect to be turbulence in State House, especially after a close ally and a friend of William Samoei Ruto, the president, by the name Donald B. Kipkorir, did tweet in his X platform, and I want to retrieve that and read for you verbatim, because I don't want to speculate what I think, but I want to read from the tweet that Donald B. Kipkorir, a close friend and ally of President William Ruto, did write. Free advisor to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. 1. Don't attend the impeachment proceedings in the National Assembly. MPs are excited like kindergarteners. MPs are incorrigibly corrupt and cheap. Ignore them. Send your lawyers to poo-poo the allegations. 2. Focus on the Senate. It is the impeachment trial court. Senators are mature, rational, and less corrupt. You only need 17 senators to get acquittal. You can get 17 senators who can't be bribed. Read impeachment proceedings in US. Many impeachments from the lower house ended at the Senate. P.S. Professor Kithure Kindiki is my friend, and I pray he will replace you in 2027. Be that as it may, I abhor injustice even to my enemies. If injustice is done to you today, tomorrow my friends will also suffer. End of tweet. Now, I just want to take you through a slide to show you these 11 senators who have been photographed by the DP. Who are these senators that yet to help or vote against the impeachment for the deputy president, even as we know it has already been voted in parliament, in the National Assembly? One on the list is Senator Dan Manzo. Remember when the impeachment motion was tabled in parliament, also Dan Manzo brought a censure motion in the Senate where he was arguing these duo came together into power, meaning Rigathi Gachagua and President William Samoei Ruto. They came into power together. Therefore, if one is being impeached, both of them are being impeached. So already you can see that as a person who already knows a stand or has already taken a stand. Therefore, if one is to be voted out, meaning he will not vote that in because he wants them out. 2 on the list is Senator Okiya Omtata. And remember, Okiya Omtata is like a swing voter. he can either vote against the impeachment or for the impeachment. It doesn't matter whether he's an ODM senator, and yet we already know the stand of the ODM is to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Now, what gives me confidence that Okiya Omtata is going to vote against the impeachment is the tweet that he's done. Now, in his X platform, Okiya Omtata says, if this parliament is allowed to continue the way it is continuing, we are in a huge mess. A parliament that can be politically whipped to remove a deputy, in quote, not a vice president, is a dangerous one. Suffice is to say that henceforth this parliament can do anything they wish. I am looking this beyond Rigathi Gachagua'S impeachment. Hatuendelei poa majama. End of Twitter. So that gives Rigathi Gachagua 13 votes. He only needs 17. We also have Kanam Joseph of Lamu, even though his origin is from Mount Kenya. And you see, the Mount Kenya senators are different from the members of parliament. They have already taken a side of siding with the deputy president. Now, they already know that the chicken has come home to roast. In this reference, the chicken is referring to the members of parliament. They know that they are going home. So they are trying to find someone to fall down with, to go down with them. And in this case, they've chosen Rigathi Gachagua. So what we can see is that actually surviving an impeachment motion is much and lot easier than being impeached. Why? The Senate can decide to water everything and the whole drama that we've seen in Parliament. Because remember, in Parliament, as we have seen in the tweet of Donald B. Kipkorir, these are people who are so corrupt beyond measure. Yeah, and as he referred to them as kindergarteners. You see those kids ambao wanaanza shule ya chekechea. Yeah, jinsi wanavyocheza cheza pale nini na kupiga kelele. So he's referred to these MPs as that, which the senators are kind of different. They're very sane, they're very composed, you know. So we only need a third of the senators to vote against this motion for the deputy president to survive it. Against the 2/3 that is needed to vote for the impeachment, to uphold the impeachment. Therefore, we can see Rigathi Gachagua is close to the number that is required, the minimal threshold that is required to vote against the impeachment, than the numbers that are required to vote for the impeachment. Therefore, the Senate may decide to water down the decision of the National Assembly. We also have Tabitha Karanja of Nakuru, the senator. We also have Karungo wa Thangwa. And you see, if someone is to advise the deputy president, he should not only seek to find 16 or 17 senators to support him. He should go beyond, even get 2021. Why? Because that is then surety that is going to survive this. Should one be swayed, because we already know this is Kenya and money is exchanging hands. So the highest bidder in this case might be able to survive. So we are saying may help vote against the impeachment, because again it's not a surety. But be it as it is, you might ask yourself, being that he knows the dangers and the consequences of being impeached, he will have resigned if he was so optimistic about his political career. But see, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua went ahead and appeared before the parliament. He was butchered. before the parliament. And now he's eyeing the Senate. Do you think he'll be doing all these if he knew there is nothing he's sure of in terms of being aided to not being ousted from power? Therefore, I could say that now it is the Senate where things are beginning. It is the tested trial court for the MPs, for those who are being impeached. You understand that? Because there are key things that the Senate will be looking at facts. They'll go by the book. They'll not go by the politics of the day. So at the end of the day, let us wait and see how things play. Now, going forward, you might ask, how will these two, should Gachagua survive this impeachment? How will this duo, that is President William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, how are they going to survive? How are they going to work? Now, this is where we say history do repeat itself. The same way we saw maybe Ruto being denied microphone in the previous regime, whereby they were not in good terms with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the former president, with him, Ruto, as the deputy president. The frustrations that he went through, we might just see that being transferred to Rigathi Gachagua. So let us wait and see how things play down. Ahmed Khalifa is my name. If you are watching from YouTube and you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe, press notification button, so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. If you're watching from Facebook, kindly follow our Facebook page for regular updates. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DAB Radio ndio mpango mzima.